Check it. Alright guys, what is up? You are back for another video with DataZero. In this video, we're giving you the weekly outlook and projection for the stock market and cryptocurrency market. We're going to be looking at the meme stocks, SPY, Bitcoin, and much, much more in this video. This video is not financial advice and should not be taken as such. Please do your own research and due diligence before buying any stock or crypto asset. This is the #1 spot for crypto predictions, stock predictions, news, and much, much more. We're going to give you everything you need as a trader and investor. Let's not waste any more of your precious time and hop in the charts, the facts, the data. Let's go. All right, guys, what is up? You are back for another video with DataZero. In this video, we're looking at AMC, GME, and SPY, the overall stock market and overall crypto market. This is your weekly outlook and projection on what I expect to happen for the rest of the week based off of charts, technicals, and data. This video is not financial advice. It's simply my own research and opinions. Please do your own research, technical analysis before buying any stock or crypto asset. With that being said, let's go ahead and hop in the charts, the facts, the data, and show you guys what we have going on. We're going to start off with the crypto market. This is the trading week of the 18th to the 22nd. This is going to be the video for the 18th to the 22nd. And again, let's go ahead and hop in the overall crypto market. But before we do that, let's show you guys the data drop happening for this week for the overall stock market. Again, major week this week. Building permits coming out on Tuesday, but more importantly, we have Fed interest rate decision, FOMC projections, and Fed press conference. Now, the forecast is 5.5, and I do think it is going to stay 5.5. I think the Fed has made that very, very clear, but what could be very, very bearish for the market if the Fed has a hawkish tone, and I think that is a high likelihood. Why? Because of the overall inflation data. We've seen huge numbers in inflation. They have not been coming down. They've been staying the same or going slightly higher. And this is not what the Fed wants to see. So we could possibly hear the Fed say these words, less rate cuts this year, which would be absolutely devastating for the market. If they say about less rate cuts, the market is absolutely going to come tanking. I don't think that's what they're going to be saying, but I do think they are going to be saying higher for longer, which is not what the market want to hear. And if we do have that hawkish tone from the Fed, that is going to be very, very bearish for the overall market. So we want to keep that in mind with making our predictions. Wednesday coming out, Fed interest rate decision, FOMC, and Fed press conference. I will be live for these things. So if you want to see that live, go ahead and tune in 9:30, 9:15 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'll be streaming during the market hours, so you can tune in anytime during the market hours to get live updates and predictions as these things drop. It says it will be happening around 2:30 and 2 o'clock, so you can tune in around then to catch that live if you like. On Wednesday, I stream each and every day, so tune in if you would like to see live updates and predictions on crypto and stocks as they do occur. Now, I want to show you guys the overall crypto market, show you guys what's going on with that, what I think is happening with Bitcoin. I did tell everybody that I did take profit on Bitcoin, 3xing on the trade, so I am very, very satisfied with that, but I don't want to sit here and brag about the trade or anything. I just want to let everybody know what's going on, again, being very, very transparent with my movements. I could use this USDTC where I used the BTC. I sold BTC and moved it into USDTC. I could use that to buy the dip, which I think is about to come, or I could roll in the altcoins because I think altcoin season is coming as well. I do think it's going to be a crypto summer. I think that Bitcoin went up very, very high, very, very fast, and I'm going to be showing you guys what's going on. I think we're going to be seeing overall in the macro crypto start to pull back, Bitcoin start to pull back and consolidate, possibly be before the halving and then during the halving or slightly after start to move up. But I think Bitcoin really needs to consolidate and cool down before making another leg to the upside. You guys can see here on the macro time frame, Bitcoin breaking down out of this rising wedge. This is a bearish pattern. They always break to the downside. Bitcoin also not able to break back above $69,200. So I think that Bitcoin is actually going to be breaking back down. Bitcoin needs to break above $69,200. If it can manage to do that, it can remain very, very bullish in the short term, but it looks like it's having trouble doing that. So what I think is going to be happening is this is probably going to get retested again, probably around Monday when the market opens, because we're seeing a lot of movement with the Bitcoin ETFs now being in action. So I think we'll see a retest for that and then probably a rejection. If we can get above it, Bitcoin could probably go back off to the races and start flying. But what I'm seeing right now is Bitcoin, you're probably going to have to see a pullback and consolidation before moving up. RSI cooling down on the daily time frame, finally getting under overbought situations, but on the weekly time frame still completely out of control. You can see that RSI on the weekly time frame is sitting at 86. So a pullback and cool down is absolutely necessary, especially if BTC wants to make even higher highs than $80,000. If it keeps going straight up like this, it's going to have a pullback, and it's going to pull back very, very hard, very, very fast. So we want to see this pullback and consolidation so it can have a healthy move to the upside. Bitcoin could come all the way down to 60K and still remain very, very, very bullish. So I do think a local top is going to be here right now. Is this the end of the bull run, the crypto bull run? No, I don't think that at all. But I do think this is going to be a local top for now, as Bitcoin is struggling to get back above all-time highs. Again, needing to get back above that level to be bullish. So that's what I'm looking at for Bitcoin in the overall cryptocurrency market. Again, I did take profit. I will be either rolling into Bitcoin or altcoins, and I will always hold a long-term crypto position for my retirement, aka a long-term trade. I'm talking about 5 or 10 years, but in my main portfolio, did take profit on my BTC, not on my altcoins, on my BTC, as I did have over a 3x on that trade, and it was something that I was looking at as a trade, buying down in those lower accumulation ranges and then moving to the upside. Overall, altcoins, you guys can see that they are pulling back as well. Altcoins, I expect this for altcoins. As Bitcoin pulls back, altcoins are going to pull back. Yes, some altcoins are doing okay right now. Sol's up. There's some crazy meme coins. Again, meme coins are very, very dangerous. You want to be in and out. If you do get even involved with those things, never hold meme coins, in my personal opinion. Some of the bigger altcoins and bigger projects like Sol doing well, but most of the altcoins seeing red, as you would expect, with Bitcoin pulling back, not able to break back above all-time highs, and Bitcoin being in a red day today. So this is what I'm looking at for Bitcoin in the overall cryptocurrency market. I will keep an eye on Bitcoin and other altcoins. And let me know your favorite cryptocurrency projects down below so I can possibly talk about them in future projects. Now let's go ahead and move into the overall stock market, showing you guys what I'm expecting for the overall stock market. I want to show you guys a key stock, NVIDIA, and why I think we're going to be seeing a pullback to the downside, or a pop to the upside on Monday and Tuesday, but a pullback on Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. So let's go ahead and show you guys what's going on for NVIDIA and the rest of the market. NVIDIA holding up the market basically right now. We're seeing Apple, Microsoft staying stagnant, Meta starting to pull back, Tesla pulling back. We're seeing the bigger tech stocks start to pull back. NVIDIA really holding things up right now. We've been tracking NVIDIA for that reason. You can see that this had big move down. A lot of insiders taking profits here. It formed this bear flag. It's been tracking with my prediction, which is this white dotted line. After coming out of the bear flag, forming a falling wedge, which assumes me to believe that it's going to pop to the upside, possibly coming up to about $900, maybe even $925. NVIDIA needs to break above 929 to see a retest of all-time highs. If it can break above 929.50, it could see a retest of all-time highs. What I think is going to happen, though, it's going to come up for this level and possibly get rejected. If it does get rejected, that's going to go through with the thesis that we're going to see a push to the upside on Monday and Tuesday and start seeing the market start to pull back. Tech really leading SPY right now and leading the entire market. SPY looking like it's in a bit of a bull flag type structure in the short term, but breaking down of a rising wedge type structure in the longer term. You guys can see that I do think we're going to get back above 510 for SPY, which is a critical support and resistance, using that level as support here in the morning and then popping to the upside Monday and Tuesday into the Fed press conference, starting to rally up. Fed press conference hits, start to see some downside. Now, what does that say for the overall weekly candle? Like, what type of candle do I think we're going to be getting for SPY? Well, I do think we are going to be seeing a red weekly candle print for SPY. Again, in the beginning of the week, we're going to be moving to the upside. It's going to seem like we're back off to the races. And then I think we're going to be moving back to the downside, in my personal opinion. You really want to see SPY break back above 516 to be extremely bullish. If SPY broke back above 516, that would be extremely bullish. But right now, what I think is going to be happening is using the major levels of 510 as support, and then using the major level as 513 as resistance. Now, we need to see 513 use this support to get the retest of 516. So we will will be watching those key levels of support and resistance very, very closely here on the channel, especially during the live. What you guys can see here for the bigger time frames, MACD starting to go red here on the 4-hour time frame, MACD starting to go red here on the daily time frame, and MACD on the weekly time frame starting to curl down, but it is still bullish. So again, this rally could still stay sustained, but right now I do think we're going to be seeing a pullback, possibly similar to what crypto is going to be doing, pulling back, coming back down, consolidating before move to the upside. You guys can see that RSI is very, very high, and with these overbought conditions, you normally have big corrections, so you do want to watch for that on SPY, as it could lead to a bigger correction, especially with these huge valuations in stocks like Nvidia. Nvidia is one of the things leading the market, absolutely blasting off to the sky. These valuations for Nvidia, though, are not sustainable. Again, the reason why these are seeing such big moves is because of recent earnings and massive profits. But are those profits sustainable? That is the question. If they are not, the valuations will drop and the overall price will drop with that stock with it, and then the market will tank with it, being how most of the concentration of what we're seeing is in the overall tech sector for this rally. So that's what I'm looking at for the overall stock market and SPY. Again, I do think we're going to be moving to the upside Monday and Tuesday, and then seeing bearishness in the later half of the week, making us have an overall weekly red candle and overall weekly downtrend, probably moving towards the levels of 508. I will be giving an official trade in the Discord, so if you want the official trade, make sure you are part of the Discord. $150 for a lifetime invite. Hit me up on my email link down in the description and just say, hey, I want to join the Discord. Payment made via PayPal and Cash App. Once you hit me on my email, I'll give you some information on how to pay, and also give you some information about the Discord. And then once you pay, I'll send you the link to give you access to the Discord. It's as easy as that. And that's where I post exclusive trades, exclusive news and technical analysis, exclusive trades at least once a week. So if you want to get access to those trades, go ahead and hit me up. And again, don't take my word for it. Ask the community. Completely word for it, because the Discord ended up paying for itself with these winning trades and technical analysis. We also have other traders in there as well, doing their trades and technical analysis and sharing their profits, trades, and TA as well. So if you want to be a part of that community, hit me up. Now, let's go ahead and move in to the overall meme stocks and show you guys what's going on for the overall meme stocks and the overall meme market. That is the segment for Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. Overall meme market right now, we do have 25,000 shares available to borrow for AMC at time of recording. This could change as early as Monday. We have 20,000 shares available to borrow, time of recording as early as Monday. This could change, and that is for a GameStop. So not many shares available to borrow, ladies and gentlemen, for AMC and GME. That could relieve some of the bearish pressure that we've been seeing on AMC and GME. I'm going to give you guys a weekly outlook on what I expect for AMC and GME. We're first going to move into GameStop, showing you guys what I'm expecting from GameStop and the technical setups that we do have for GameStop. Now, GameStop, daily MACD curling to the downside and a massive falling wedge. GameStop I actually think is going to be in a downtrend for a little bit, guys. I think GameStop's actually going to move back down towards probably about 1370. I think GameStop's going to see a little bit of downside, moving down to about 1370. What we could expect on Monday here is probably a move sideways. So basically some consolidation, maybe even a little bit of movement to the upside. But what I think is going to end up happening is GameStop is end up going to move back down after hitting about 15 or 1450. I do apologize. After hitting 1450, I think GameStop's going to move back to the downside. A key level for GameStop right now is if it can break above 1450. If we can break above 1450, you could see it pop to the upside and break out of this falling wedge, which would be absolutely crazy. But I think we're going to see a little bit of more downside based off what I'm seeing here on the MACD before moving to the upside and going in that overall disbelief rally that we're looking for. Basically, when in doubt, zoom out. If you go ahead and look at what's going on the bigger time frames on the weekly, you guys can see we're still tracking with that overall disbelief rally that we want to see, making higher lows. So right here's a higher low, right here's our first low, right here's our higher low, and in fact right now we're working on making an even higher low, which would be extremely bullish working our way back up towards that $18 level where GameStop could absolutely blast off. If it breaks above $18.50 using that level of support, it's going to go crazy. There's always a massive gamma ramp for GameStop at $20. So if we see that level, you're going to see a massive pop to the upside. It's also a critical support and resistance level. So if we do get back above $18.50, you're going to see it blast off. That is also calculating with the disbelief rally that we're looking at for GME. What do I mean by the disbelief rally? The cycles and psychology chart GME tracking with right now, dropping down into the anger phase with that double bottom, then a V-shaped recovery, and then a higher low, which we were just talking about. I'll show you guys what I mean right here. Right there, you drop down into your anger double bottom right here. Anger double bottom, that drops down into that V-shaped recovery, which is a higher low right here, and that's going to lead us into our disbelief rally, which will take us back over that $18 level. This is something we've been tracking on the macro for quite some time with GME, and we'll continue to track here on the channel as long as it is continuing to play out, which it has been playing out for the past 2.5 years, as well as the falling wedge, which has been playing out for the last 2.5 years as well. If we zoom out and show you guys the falling wedge here on the monthly time frame, again, GME in an overall downtrend for the overall 2.5 years in the overall falling wedge, breaking out similar to what Bitcoin did, breaking out of an overall falling wedge before a bigger push to the upside. I do think GameStop is actually doing the same thing. Again, we're in the early stages of this. MACD is not flipped green for GME. You see how Bitcoin's MACD flipped green and then it took off? GME's MACD needs to flip green and then it will take off. You guys can see we have this overall falling wedge structure right here. We're starting at the very bottom though right now, guys. We're building a bullish base so we can move to the upside, so we can have that bullish rally. What we need to do that is continue to make our higher lows. So again, when in doubt, zoom out. We have our first low here. We're forming our base right here for our higher low, potentially a higher low here and here if we can get that falling wedge and pop to the upside, which would be extremely bullish. Overall, I do think we're going to see bearishness for GME throughout the rest of this week. Probably entering a red week for GME stock. As we move down this falling wedge and then get ready for our breakout. So I do think GME is going to see a red week. Again, I would like to be wrong about the meme stocks and get a green week. I do hold meme stocks, so I'd like to be wrong, but I do think based off the technicals, the charts, and the data, we are going to be seeing a red week for GME. So we do have a red week for SPY so far, a red week for GME, and let's go ahead and move in to AMC. Again, remember on SPY, bullishness Monday and Tuesday. You'll probably see that in GME as well. Then bearishness in the later half of the week. Now, let's go ahead and move into AMC, showing you guys what's going on with AMC. AMC getting a beautiful, beautiful push to the upside after breaking down on that bear flag. We've been talking about this bear flag for quite some time on the channel. I told you guys if we broke down out of it, you would see a big move to the downside. But I also told you in the last weekly update and prediction that if we did break down out of it, it wasn't all doom and gloom, because the structure that I'm seeing, the tendencies that I'm seeing from AMC right now, it's getting more and more bullish. I'm also seeing a lot of money trying to hold this thing up. You guys can see there's a massive amount of buy orders here that will not go away. A ton of buy orders here between the $4 to $4.25 level that just will not go away. And that's why we absolutely blasted up when we did start to pull back. We can see that AMC is in an overall bullish, like falling wedge pennant type structure. If AMC can break above $4.50 and hold that level of support, it's going to pop to $5. There's nothing holding us after we get that level. What I think is going to happen is we're going to see some consolidation through the first half of the week and then possibly see a pop to the upside in the later half of the week. Again, this would be absolutely crazy because I do think it's going to correlate with possibly the market starting to pull back. Now, people are saying, how can AMC rally with SPY pulling back? We've seen AMC go green with SPY pull back. We've seen it on the live streams. People that follow my channel have seen days where everything has been bloody in the market, but AMC actually rallying. So we've seen this before. It happens all the time. It's not something that's unheard of. I think that AMC is going to be trying to consolidate and then pop to the upside. I think we're going to be able to hold $4.25. We broke down out of that bear flag and got the V-shaped recovery. I told you guys that if we broke down of it, you would see a pop back to the upside. That's exactly what we've seen. We're back inside of the bear flag type structure right now. What I think is going to actually happen is a move up towards $4.25 this week. or $4.50. I do apologize, $4.50. So I think we're going to move up to $4.50 this week, break and hold that, and then possibly go for $5. Now, do we hit $5 this week? Not 100% sure. $4.50. Yes, I do think we're going to be able to break and hold that, in my personal opinion. We're already sitting at $4.44. We are right there, ladies and gentlemen. We're right there, and if we can get that, we can get that gamma ramp that can push us to the upside at $4.50, and then possibly go for that $5 price target that we will be looking for this week. Again, on the channel and on the live stream, we will be looking for the $5 price target. First price target that we need to get is $4.50, using that level of support, and then that can give us our boost to the upside. We've been consolidating, and it looks like we've been able to hold $4.25, not losing it. And if we do lose it, we pop back to the upside. It looks like these buy orders are going to remain in effect. It looks like we're forming a bullish pennant. Everything's set up for the move for $5. Basically, we needed to come up, consolidate, build that bullish base, holding our key levels of support. Exactly what we did. This is exactly what we wanted to see from Amy, and I think Amy's finally about to get ready to move back to the upside after basically 2 weeks of consolidation. I know it's been basically boring, but this is what we need from Amy, and this is exactly what we want to see, making higher lows, higher lows, higher lows. That's how you start. That's how you build a bullish base, which will lead us out of our depression phase, okay? Will lead us out of our depression phase and into AMC's next bull run. Again, I know that sounds crazy for some people, but that's exactly what a disbelief rally is, okay? That's what happens after a depression phase, because it tricks people to think the stock will only go down. Then you enter the end of the depression phase where you start making your higher lows, you get your dip down, then you get your higher lows, then you start working your way up, and then everyone says this is a sucker's rally. It's a disbelief rally. That's how price ends up creeping up, and then next thing everybody knows, they turn around and then the price is up and it's too late, and then they get FOMO pushing it even higher. That's how the market works. That's how the psychology works. That's how prices rise. That's how things get higher. The longer you're in the market, the more you'll understand that. So guys, when AMC does start to trend up, it is a disbelief rally. It is coming. If you look at the bigger time frames, again, when in doubt, zoom out. When you look at the bigger time frames, you guys can see it all in the MACD. MACD starting to curl up. Guys, it's finally possibly going to flip in the next couple of months. Once we get our MACD flip on the monthly time frame, that is showing us bullish momentum has changed on the macro time frame, and we can start building our base and moving up, which we are doing right now, and building our base for our next rally to the upside, filling these gap fills, which I do probably think will fill these gap fills. And once we fill all the gap fills, we can go from there. I can look at technical analysis, tell you guys where I think we're going to peak at and stuff like that. But let's fill the gap fills at first. They're at $37 to $40, which is actually an insane gain for AMC. If you were able to buy AMC now and then it ran up to fill those gap fills, that's like a 400% gain. Weeble's charts are acting weird. I do apologize, guys, but that's like a 400% gain if you were to buy there at those lower levels, and then it would run up to that $40 level. I'll show you guys right here. So it would be about, I do apologize, 1,000% gain. It would be 1,000% gain if you were to buy at these lower levels and it ran up to $37 to $40, filling the gap fill. So ladies and gentlemen, this is the video I do have for you. I do think AMC will be going into a disbelief rally. I think that AMC is getting a green week despite GME getting a red week. And people are saying, well, how is that possible? This just happened this week. AMC with a green week, GME with a red week. I do think AMC is going to have a green week, GME is going to have a red week, and SPY is going to have a red week. That is your weekly outlook and prediction. Again, AMC, green, SPY, red, GME, red. We will see what happens at the end of the week. This is your weekly outlook and prediction. If you did find it informative, go ahead and drop a like. Press subscribe for more content like this. I appreciate each and every one of you that watched at the end of this video to get all of the information and all of the knowledge. If you did, you are one of the few, because TikTok has absolutely decimated people's attention spans. So you should be proud of yourself for getting all of the information and all the knowledges. Go ahead and check me out on the live stream on Monday through Friday, 9:15 to about 4 p.m., 9:15 a.m. to about 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Tune in for the live stream for live technical analysis, news, and predictions. And as always, y'all, have fun, stay safe, make money. Peace out. Alright guys, that was the video. If you found it informative, go ahead and drop a like and press subscribe for more content like this. Remember, you can check me out on Twitter, Rumble, and Discord for even more DataZero updates. The Discord is $150 for a lifetime invite, but it literally pays for itself. Hit me up where I post exclusive trades, technical analysis, and news. DataZero Official 5 is the email linked in the comment section and description below. You can get that information to hit me up. Once you hit me up, I'll give you information on how to make payment. Once you make payment, I'll send you a link. It's as easy as that. So if you want to join an exclusive community and get those trades and see other traders' trades as well, go ahead and hit me up. Email link down below. And as always, y'all, I appreciate you if you watch to the end of this video, because so few people watch to the end to get all of the information. So as always, y'all, have fun, stay safe, make money. Peace out.